have pretty good zoning. His blade sparks are good. It's just that they're a little underpowered compared to those rings. The rings start up a couple frames faster. They have the crushing blow attached to them, of course. Oh no!
Right, Sundula trying to apply pressure, trying to put Rocket in the corner, and he does. Gonna spend the meter here, keep him there. Rocket trying to wake up.
Oh, can he get the dash cancel? Let's go, Sundula. No more meter, but still looking great. Doesn't seem too confined.
We're for the hardest of reads. Sundula gonna take it over. Rocket not doing so good so far on stream.
I like the difference in expression between the two players. Sundula's here to work. You know what I mean? He's been here a long time. He's been playing. No big deal. Workman-like, and then on this they got Primo. He's kind of smiling. I appreciate that.
He tries to close the distance here. He's going for the down. Gets the grab, chomp chomp. Treating projectiles right now. So trying to guess the sweep.
The low. Yeah, not too much damage mid-screen, not a big deal. Trying to harass on the way in a little bit, down one, and then more pressure. And now we've seen Primo do wake up 2. He tried it again because it lost. Up 3, of course, is invincible, not up 2. And that is going to be match point for Sundula.
Yeah, very strong showing so far. Primo not really finding any offense. Obviously going for the chop chops early. Wasn't working. And the drone automatically stuffing Baraka.
Woo, no!
Gets the crushing blow. Here comes Sonya.
That's part of why people think she's so strong. This damage is great. Her mix-ups are strong. Another one, but not the combo afterward. And then to complement all of that pressure and damage, she has some of the best zoning in the game. This is nice for Primo.
Yeah.
There's not too much that Baraka gets out of this, unfortunately, so it's going to be tough for him to get back in. It's going to be back to that kind of full-screen presence that has been tough for him.
Yeah, very trying to close the distance, of course. Sundula trying to keep it in, back to the wall. Goes to the other side. Rocket trying to fight back. Good for Primo. Oh!
Wasn't quite whiff punished properly, but it was fine. Sundula got the hit, and that'll do it. So Sundula looking pretty strong.
Yeah, definitely a super strong showing. I mean, Psych Baraka's cursed here at CEO on stream. So far, hasn't really won a game. And so far, yeah. So, I mean, that's why Sonya looks so strong, right? Like you mentioned, the zoning options and the tools, of course, up close. Like, she can get you close, she can get you behind. The mix-ups are disgusting.
I mean, she just got all the is the thing. She doesn't lack anything, and it's not even like she's a, you know, sometimes characters are jacks of all trades, right?
Yeah.
She's not even a jack of all trades. She is some of the best jabs, some of the best mixes, some of the best zoning. Like, it's all the things. So, you know, no surprise that people think she's one of the best characters in the game. I'm happy to see Sundula use her because in the past, in previous games, he hasn't necessarily gone towards the top tier. He's gone to stuff that he's enjoyed. Sometimes he's played top characters who were top tier, but for the most part, it's been more about, you know, yeah, I'll play Sun God, Kodokan, that kind of stuff. And this is cool to see that he's gone right to the top of things.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I had a lot of fun playing Kodal in the previous game too. That was the character I used the most. But
well, hey man, Kodal made it out of winners pools today earlier.
Okay.
We all saw it.
Look, I was just about to rag on Kodal, and then you're right. You're absolutely right.
I mean, it's always fun, right? When you see players that are known, like you mentioned, known for using those low tier characters, switch to someone high tier. Like, they're already dangerous as it was. Now they're even more dangerous because they're playing, players that we know, like, we know Hayate's going to play Arrow Black. We know Dragon's going to play Citron. But we all know they also have pocket characters, and everyone just comes with the wackiness. And if you don't have that experience, that's one thing about World Cup. If you don't have the experience, you're going to get bodied. Or you're going to get rolled over.
Oh, yeah.
Cybot versus Scorpion.
And on top of that, in terms of not necessarily knowing which character player I'm going to go with, looking through the list of entrants, there were lots of people I didn't recognize. Yeah. There are lots of people I did, of course, but lots of people I didn't. And I think that's awesome to see because it means there are so many people trying in the past. Very, very happy. So, people we don't know the other players, but there's some people who always have them there now. Maybe they want to save it. And put prizes of that character. We've seen less of Geras as, you know, the last month or so has gone on, right? When the game came out, we all thought, oh, this character is the best. Or maybe he's top 3. Everybody thought he was one of the best. Now, while nobody thinks he sucks, of course.
No.
Of course.
He still has all those crushing blows and so much damage.
He's got a lot of stuff going for him. But probably not top 3. Maybe top 5, maybe not. Some people don't have him in top 5 anymore.
That's true.
So he's gone down a little bit, but again, it's not because anybody thinks he sucks. There are some matchups where some of his strings don't work as I think he would want to. Forward 2-on-2 can be ducked by some people at 2-1. Stuff like that. Some characters can punish Sand Trap from a good distance. So there are some matchups that are a little tough for him, but you know, obviously in general, great buttons, great damage, great mix-ups.
Yeah, speaking of, like, this one's going to be very interesting, right? Because we're going to see what kind of Sonya we're going to play. See an up-close mix-up Sonya. We're going to see Sonya, because Geras can honestly deal with both of them, right?
Oh, it's new era, though. It's new era Geras.
Oh.
This is Command Grab Geras. This is Hourglass Geras. Now, that's not the same Sand Trap as you could see. It does not mean that he's right up next to you. So this is a little bit more of the zoning and Command Grab Geras.
It's probably what you need against Sonya, but once again, you got to figure out which one we're bringing. As right now, see Alkatraz open him up. Running towards the corner, gets the low on the jump. Just walks and grab. Putting Geras closer to the corner.
Woo! Convince Haitian King to sit still. Alkatraz, of course, long-time strong player in the NRS scene.
Puts him right back into the corner. Haitian King does have Fatal Blow now. Goes for another grab.
We saw Wake Up 2 before. Aye.
It's so insane that her normal's even staggered. It makes it so scary. That's why it's so scary. You just gotta you gotta wait and be patient. You don't know when your turn is. Sand Trap whiffing as the beams do connect. Oh, gets a good jump in.
Sick. What a good keep up right there out of Alkatraz. He's got pressure now. Was waiting.
That neutral jump. Oh, grabs him all the way to the corner.
I think that's nice in many matchups, but in this one, that means Sonya's far away, and Sonya has those rings that drop, and this is Geras without the regular Sand Trap. You see Infinite Ward, and that means a crushing blow. It's a pretty different situation.
Oh, good jump from Alkatraz. Gonna connect here. Oh, running away for that.
No.
It's too far away.
Can't take any chip and just ran into the ring. Like I said, Alkatraz is somebody you're definitely looking at here in this pool. Long-time strong player.
Now, do you think Haitian King might change it up to the other Geras variation? Because, I mean, as you see, it didn't really work out well for him. You know, like you mentioned, Sonya has such good zoning.
Yeah.
So he has that nickname.
In terms of what would the best matchup be, maybe so. But the people who are playing New Era Geras tend to be New Era Geras mains, because he's a little different. You know, people who like the command grab go for that.
Yeah.
People who like cool setups with the hourglass go for that. That's what I go for example. I'm definitely playing New Era Geras when I play Geras.
Ooh, flawless block, and then gets hit with the meter burn. Tries to close the distance here.
Oh,
remember, didn't believe. Alcatraz getting that distance, but Geras closing it. So gets the wall.
How does he deal with this situation now? Down 4, nothing else. What a keep up. No, he almost did. I gave him props too early.
Gets the grab, does Alcatraz, keeping him in the corner. King does that fatal blow. Oh, just what a cancel to go forward and go for the grab. Haitian King on his last life, and Sonya kicks him, taking round 1 in game 2.
As this has gone on, Alcatraz has felt more and more confident about pressuring and not being too concerned about whether there's going to be a wake up. There just hasn't been. You got to worry about, yep, the sand trap below you. That will just come out whether or not Geras gets hit. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
or the pillar, I should say, not the sand trap.
I don't think Alcatraz mind's getting hit with those running grabs. Ooh, gets the distance. Nice counter. Sonya trying to apply pressure. Good jump from Geras. Oh, wins the air-to-air, putting him in the corner.
Oh, boy, that was exactly the right moment to break out. A second later, a half second later, he would have been too late. No. No down one into follow-up.
Ooh, good tech on the throw. Ooh, tries to wake up, but knows. Don't get ready out the way.
I do think Haitian King's playing this better now. Oh, not there. No meter, though. So damaging, but not 1,000 damage.
But he does have fatal blow. Ooh.
Oh, no.
King just stuffed him with the drone.
No more chip. Tried it, and it worked, actually. Okay, Haitian King still has a chance here. It's going to be not quite enough on this fatal blow.
Yeah, because as you see here, Alcatraz is defending on every hit. So Haitian King did not get anything. Oh no, didn't even duck.
I think he should have been able to duck there, but didn't try it, as you said, and that means that Alcatraz moves on. That was first round match.
Yeah, first 2 games already. We're seeing Sonya move on. That we had here on stream, but of course, you know, it's a very tough matchup in general for anybody. You know, of course, seeing a different variation of Garrus.
She's good. She's good. I mean, I think that variation of Garrus is still good. In fact, I think there's some matchups personally where I feel like he's better than Infinite Warden, but in general, Sonya is really hard to deal with. She's just hard to deal with.
Yeah, of course. You know? I mean, you saw it was definitely he was definitely in Haitian King's like mind, you know, because he's like, sure, you want to throw me away, I'll just zone you out, you know, and that which Haitian King went to a lot. He went a lot for the carrying them all to the corner, but you know, I mean, was able to fight out of it, making a lot of the good reads. I mean, Haitian King tried to wake up, attack him, but Sonya was just out of range.
Never worked out. Never worked out. So very nicely done by Alcatraz.
Yeah.
No surprise on that one, and we'll look for the next match for you here. Making our way through B pools. I'm gonna check out some of the replay here. See what we got for you in this Sonya versus New Era Garrus. There was a lot of excellent pressure throughout the set.
All the just like it's stagger again. So we saw that a lot, right? Putting him in the corner, you're thinking, especially with Sonya, it's like Sonya, she has a lot of mix-ups, but no, she goes for the grab a lot of the time, and that's where HQ just wasn't ready for it.
I like how all these clips are pressure from Sonya. Okay, and then you had the rings to seal the deal, but that's accurate. I mean, that is what it was.
I think the funniest part about it is that it hit him right in the head, and his head like snapped back. It's like, oh, just
did not want to eat that one right there. But yeah, very nice to play. So we're gonna move on.
Rambrel versus Strife. This one should be really good, because I remember Rambrel was talking about how he's kind of trying to mix things up. You know, he's known for Jade, but sometimes plays, you know, some Katana here and there. He's trying to figure it out. No. Oh, we're seeing a Raiden? Raiden versus Noob Saibot.
Okay, this is the second round matchup here for both fellas. Rambrel beat Pi and Strife beat Guy in Green. Again, you can check out the bracket for yourself. Head over to Smash GG.
Yeah, this is honestly like the first time we're seeing both characters on stream. Noob Saibot. Oh no!
Oh, let's go Kodal.
Oh man.
What's up with the Kodal resurgence?
I mean,
I'm happy to see it. Don't get me wrong.
Because he's a character that just so much damage. He's able to close in the gaps with his normals, and it's so scary to deal with, especially going on the matchup. And I feel like a lot of people are coming into today because they just rushed Kodal off. Same thing happened with Kano earlier, right? Before Mustard started destroying people. People just wrote him off. He's trash. Done. He's gonna worry about it, and then Kano comes in and does a lot of work. And I feel like that's going on with Kodal right now. But Sub-Zero, like we mentioned, like kind of like you said earlier, right? About characters that people thought were top tier. That was the same thing with Noob, because he has so much damage output possibilities.
Yeah, he just had obvious damage early, and that people always rate that highly to begin with. I don't think anybody thinks he sucks, but you know, gone down a little bit in terms of what we're thinking about. Oh, we tried for unblockable. Got a little handsy at the beginning here. Although that is a good test just to see what the opponent's going to do.
Ooh, completes the combo. Strife did not think he was going to do it. Nice use of the teleport to get out the way.
Yeah, you can see Strife really trying to bring in these moments with the string, and that's not easy to do. It's hard for Kodal to steal a turn in this sense. These buttons are pretty long in startup. That's a great one, though.
Gets Noob in the corner, very dangerous.
Hey.
Ooh, command grab, gets the buff.
Unfortunately loses the side.
Hey, but it doesn't matter, opens him up, forces the breakaway.
What a
neutral jump.
Would there be a break?
No.
Didn't matter. And you know what? I like Strife not breaking there, because if he had, he would have taken the damage from the down two anyway, and we died anyway. Yeah. So this way he saves his defensive bar.
So moves out, taking one, gets the grab in the crushing blow. Already starting off with a lot of damage going in round two. Power of the sun.
Got him on the back.
See, that's what I mean.
No, again, trying for it. He hasn't established the rest of the string first. Typically what you do there. I wonder if Cole cannot punish back on 1+3. I mean, he might not be able to, which will be a bummer if so.
See Noob trying to find an opening, but no. Kotal Khan staying patient. It's very smart. Gets the command grab. Such far distance.
Let's see what he gets out of it.
Oh my goodness!
He just went for it. Okay.
I mean, that's going to work on almost anybody who's not familiar. Went for
Punish!
the fatal blow.
Oh no, that could have been it right there. And a tech again. We had the players wrong, I guess. Apologies.
Ooh.
There it is now.
So that's what I mean, those advancing hits to be able to punish him. He's able to take it out to round 3 in game 1.
No whip punish, not quite.
No escape. Ooh, good jump. Oh,
nice.
Good punish.
Beautiful.
And
getting the command grab. So pretty good damage. No, a little bit too far.
Oh,
Can he get a punish?
jump.
Yes. Maybe a break?
You have to. That was going to be way too much damage. Gets the grab, keeping Kotal Khan in the corner.
He's got no bar of any kind. Oh, it didn't confirm.
The grab.
Escape failed. That's bad news against Noob Saibot.
Ooh, good tech on the throw. Keeps him in the corner.
You can really see Strife going for the grab now. He wants that crush. After having set it up with the escape failed, Rambro needs to find a moment. It's hard, like I said, for Kotal to find moments in pressure like this. Got it.
Sometimes you just got to keep swinging, David. Second the throw, both have fatal blow, just went for it.
Oh, not the rest of the string.
Ooh,
oh no!
And he gets the punish. Oh,
it's not enough. Strife has positioning.
Could have punished so
Chip
much
is a big
harder.
deal, and there it is.
Still gets it anyway. Strife is gonna take game 1. And that was super close. You see what I mean? Like anytime you whiffs in the neutral, like Kotal, like you saw there, Kotal Khan's able to punish it. So heavy, he just has such long range. I think that's what it does, right? That big sword. You got just those stand forward, like when he goes forward with those elbows. It's just so strong. Let's see how Kotal Khan's gonna be able to adapt. See, he punishes. And Noob's gonna punish him right back, get some distance.
Yeah, he should be. I just checked. He should be able to punish the fatal blow, which is forward too, but we haven't seen it yet.
Both trading projectiles. Ooh, goes up close. Able to catch him.
Oh.
That crushing blow. So nasty. Gets the grab.
So much excellent space control. Mid-range control right now from Strife is looking excellent.
Ah, and he was able to stop Kotal going for the big swing.
Beautiful. I mean, that was just so prepared. He knew exactly what was coming and how to deal with it. It's match point.
Closes the distance, caught him backing up.
Oh, gives it up. Here's a big punish. Even if there's a break, that was already good damage.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Noob, right?
That's why this was considered top tier. Ooh, good tech on the throw. Like you mentioned, you don't want to get thrown by Noob Saibot a lot. Wins the air-to-air.
Try to press a button there, and then between the hits of the string, no dice. And oh boy.
There's gonna be a lot of damage. He doesn't have the breakaway.
No, he's in
restand.
big trouble. Big trouble. And oh, but even that, you take a little bit of damage, and you even tech a grab.
Ooh.
Strife with the whiff punish. There was just too much neutral control from Noob Saibot in that match.
Not even allow him to go for the fake tower. But no, good stuff from Strife. I mean, Kotal Khan, ooh, almost took the headphones with him. But anyway, Kotal Khan, as you saw, like, was able to punish a lot of Noob stuff, right? It was a lot closer than what it looked like, obviously, because it was 1-1 first game. Second game was 2-0, but I feel like Strife just really got a read on Kotal Khan. I mean, he knows when he wants to punish, and you get to notice, like, you know, his recovery frames are so long.
Well, let's take a look back at how it went. Yeah, the first game had moments in there where we could have seen more out of Kotal, but there wasn't enough.
See that move right there, just to be able to move
definitely
forward.
Could have gone differently
so
here at the end. But that's such a bad spot for Kotal. He just doesn't have moves that take turns back very well.
Able to switch there. See, like, that's what I mean. Like, all this pressure, and this is the end moments of the match, just punishing Kotal Khan. I mean, like, when it's so weird. It's like, how do you overcommit with normals? Play Kotal Khan, you know?
Look, yeah, if you want to have 22 frame mids and the like, that's the character. I do think that he's a little slept on. I don't think he's as weak as some people are saying. I mean, we did see, of course, earlier today, but you know, probably not the best character out there for sure.
No, but still, like, we're seeing people here do really well with Kotal Khan. As right now, we have Devil Trigger versus Swallis 66. Now both players here, I believe, so we're going into the second round, correct? Of the bracket?
Definitely could be, yeah. I'm trying to do a little bit of research here to see where these guys are.
So far, a pretty exciting tournament. You know, we're seeing character variety of stuff we usually wouldn't see. Like, you know, we expected to see a lot of Scorpions, but I feel like Scorpion is one of those characters that people are like, you're just a jerk if you play Scorpion. You know,
Yeah, but you're a jerk who could win tournaments,
exactly.
so you got to bring that guy.
It's like you have no honor.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. Nobody should have honor here. Don't play like that. That's,
No.
Personally, I think it's less honorable to play like that. Give me the hard stuff, man.
Yeah.
Don't go easy on me. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, no one was doing that when Garrus was, you know, running amok here with his 8,000 crushing blows.
Pick the legit stuff. That's not to say you need to play Scorpion, obviously. It's just,
No, of course.
look.
So we're seeing Jackie Briggs versus, is he going to pick, maybe not. But Jackie Briggs is also one of those characters that we've seen a rise of recently, especially since Summit. Like, she is one of those characters that when she opens you up, you're just eating so much damage. And she has pretty good spacing.
She does. Her step kick cancels, I think, are one of the best offensive tools in the game. To have a string-based game and a character who can cancel a string is just an inherently strong idea. And that's a huge part of why she's so good. Obviously, the damage is a big part of it. She can get in. That's a big part of it.
And she has a BP.
Boy, that stuff in the up-close game right there. Of course, this is going to be first round KO Jackie. That's going to be strong. Now, this is Liu Kang from Schwalis. There are some situations here where some of his buttons can whiff on Jackie in a way that's real bad news for him.
Oh, good punch. Double trigger.
Yeah, that was it right there. That was it. Actually whiffed.
So now we're seeing. So this is like one of my favorite matchups, right? Because two explosive characters in Jackie and Liu Kang. So you're gonna get the grab in the corner, keeping Liu Kang there.
Lanzy's punish was gorgeous right there at a devil trigger. Could have gotten more, but still, look, he's exactly where he needs to be.
Ooh, good punish. Catching double trigger, trying to be aggressive. This is what I mean. Explosive characters can do so much damage so quickly. Gets the kick in the fatal blow.
I feel like he was getting his butt kicked through most of this round, but there it is. Schwalis 66 ends up taking it after all. Now he had to spend the fatal to do it, but that's fine.
Anytime I see a Liu Kang fatal blow, I'm happy. It's like one of the dopest ones. It's like a throwback to Animalities. Just going in round two. Oh, Liu Kang punishing on the jump in. Gonna spend the meter to get the corner.
Oh, he wanted to see a button come back. There was one, but it was a low, and that means you can't parry that. Into the corner, of course, loading part of the clinch.
Oh, gets the jump in, keeping him there. Oh, caught him trying to press a button. Good
punish. Yeah. Oh, no, not the rest, my man. Step kick instead, and the confirm comes juice kick. Will he throw it back? Yeah, so he doesn't mind giving up potential loading on the clinch crushing blow. He'd rather just get the corner and the round. I understand.
Yeah, good patience from Devil Trigger, kind of like waiting just a half second. Because, you know, Jackie especially wants to be so rushed down. Waiting a half second, waiting for Schwalis to press a button. Reno getting that pressure in the corner, fights his way out. He's going for the kicks, hoping. Gets the command grab. It's so dirty because it takes so long. Wake up, counter.
What?
Ooh, no punishment.
That was sick.
Yeah. Anytime you see a flawless block in this game, it's so sick.
Definitely. Great confirm here on the kick again. Could have had a little bit more, but no big deal. Stands up for it. And this is definitely a great opportunity right now for Schwalis on Liu Kang. We're not seeing him really take advantage of it much. With punish, of course. It's huge now. Gotta see the escape. Are we not?
Wow.
Was he just confident it would drop? I don't know. That was really taking his life into his own hands right there.
He needs to fight back now. Has very little life and no fatal blow, of course. Oh, just coming on to it. Remember the crushing blow, just to be disrespectful.
Look at that big old cheese and smile. I see you out there.
He's trying to go over here taunting for the crowd.
Yeah. You gotta mug it up a little bit. Like I said, I did think that there were more opportunities, you know, for Schwalis. I mean, you just didn't kind of take advantage of it as much as he could have.
Ooh, gets to open up Jackie. All right, gonna do a breakaway. Trying to apply that pressure, trying to push Liu Kang to the corner.
And he waited. Very nicely done by Devil Trigger.
Yeah, every time he goes for that, it's been pretty much a bad, not good results for Swallows.
Yeah, there's that gap in forward 4-3, and we've seen him deal with it in a few ways, but it seems like Devil Trigger's had the right call almost every time.
Swallows does have fatal blow.
Oh, right into clinch. Dang, down one clinch, all right. Not safe, but maybe just not worried about punishing. Here's a punish. Yes, 9 frame mid. It's match point.
See if Swallows has what it takes to bring it back here. Right now, Devil Trigger does have all the momentum. Ooh, canceled out with the projectile in the air.
What a whiff. There comes Devil Trigger now. Can he get the rest? No, we've seen the 4-2-1 drop.
And Liu Kang's one of those characters that you really have to pick your moment, because kind of similar to kind of Total Common in a little way, where if you overcommit, you're gonna get punished. Went for the get up punish. Oh, went for it again, David!
Yeah, he's just hoping that he can convince Devil Trigger to take the bait on this. It just hasn't worked. There's a few different ways to deal with that. You can finish the string, which is actually a plus. You could bring out the parry. You could do a low fireball. Oh, are you serious?
Our first Mercy!
Is this a safe
2019.
Merce? I think it's a safe Merce. He knew it, and that is the worst way to go out. But there you go. You don't miss the fatal now. Okay.
took him a minute. See, our first Mercy of the tournament. Surprised we didn't see it from Sonic Fox earlier, but we do get it here. Every fatal blow is so sick. But of course, you know, Jackie, like both characters are so explosive, but Jackie can definitely play a little safer, and her explosions are just so good. I mean, Swallows really bet the house every time he went for that counter and got punished every single time.
Like I said, yeah, there's a few different ways to deal with that gap in the string, and it felt like every single time Swallows had the wrong call. It just never actually worked out in a way that could be strong for Liu Kang.
Yeah.
Let's check out the replay here. This was a lot of great pressure by Devil Trigger. He had great whiff punishes with step kick. He was able to get back in.
Yeah, very
really
consistent too. I mean, Wallace basically lived in the corner.
He did. He definitely did.
See another replay where he's in the corner and just gets punished. And he overcommits. You have to be very careful with Liu Kang. You see right now, Devil Trigger just.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
I mean, you know, it is what it is. You know, Jackie, we all know, is just one of those characters that just she punishes hard.
She does, yeah, and there are lots of people who play Liu Kang, at least on the side, or maybe would like to main him, but what they want is that kind of fast pressure style, and many of them have gone to Jackie because she has that. She maybe is the best character in the game at that kind of pressure. Oh, cool, we got Waz coming up now.
Waz, my mortal enemy.
Your mortal enemy, huh?
So we got Waz versus Nitseta coming here thanks to Jay Wong, the legend himself.
That's right. Yep, DS Jay Wong from Australia. I'm really happy for Waz about how things have worked out for him so far in Mortal Kombat 11. He's been a strong player, but has definitely stepped things up, and he's got his whole country behind him. All of Australia, New Zealand, of course, got together to send him to Summit in the first place. That was gigantic for him. He did a good job there. I mean, not quite as well as he wanted, of course, but he did fine. He had a decent showing, combo breaker, and here he's back at CEO. I think it's super cool that Justin has sent him out here because Waz is so obviously on the come up, and it's hard for him to get from Australia to North America. That's distance. It's expensive. So he did come out, in part because of that. Obviously, Darksided is the crew down there in Australia as well.
Waz has also been kind of trying to figure out which character is for him, right? At the beginning, just playing noob. And we saw him playing a couple other characters, and now looks like it was Cassie Cage, but
see what he does.
You know, he should play for his country. Just play Kano. You know what I mean? just keep it all Australian all the time. Just main Kano.
If they ever open up that one of his custom variation moves, that's the mid laser. I can maybe see him playing Kano if that happens. But that's not, his style is not really what Kano does currently. So he's, I think, gone back to Jade. If I saw it. Jade versus Cassie.
See, Cassie, another one of those dangerous characters that's just gonna apply, that can apply so much pressure, and then once she opens you up, her damage output is pretty disgusting. But Jade able to keep that distance, very smart using that ability to basically nullify anything.
The glow, yeah, and I like that a lot. Because Cassie's strong zoning in this game, and Jade has one of the best counter zoning tools when it comes to what? You're the forbidden full screen combo! Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That is a combo video setup right there, and it actually worked in a match.
You have to be so confident to go for trick shots, which you're like, you know, I'm gonna do a loop right quick, and it's still gonna hit you.
Super strong round by Waz. Like I said, yeah, turn on the glow, and then this whole game plan of Cassie of kneecapping shot, of her gunshots from far away, that just, it doesn't really matter much once that happens.
Yeah.
Here we go now. Cassie pressuring.
Which is one of those characters that's even more dangerous in the corner is Cassie Cage. Ooh.
Ready on down two, one of the best.
Trying to switch sides. Waz backs up
Wiggles
a little bit.
it, and he just backs off. I mean, like, I think that's really the name of the game here for Waz, is maintain the distance. Oh, didn't expect it, the amplified version.
I mean, it's really smart, right? He activates the glow, so Cassie loses her spacing, but is able to kind of punish her whenever she tries to go in, as they both counter in the air-to-air.
Turn it on, yeah, absolutely right. Get it? Beautiful, and out of the corner as well. Waz, what control. Punish, oh, good have. It's pretty punished. You rarely get a chance to punish it up close, so it just doesn't even come up very often, but it actually is.
It's also super scary, especially if she activates meter burn. Oh, going the distance. Waz. Oh, what for the, that was disgusting.
The fatal blow. Yeah, you can do it in the sky. It's just so slow. It's so slow on startup that, as you can see, Jade had time to throw out the little wing ding, and it just recovered in time.
It's like she double jumps in the air to set it up. I mean, it's one of those. It's like the hardest, in my opinion, especially Raw, the hardest fatal blow to land, because like it's such a wonky angle. You have to like angle it right, and it takes so long. It's
not easy, for sure, man.
Is definitely one of those characters that you'd like, they're not gonna wake up fatal blow. Who does that? Oh, it's Raiden.
Interesting. Now, like I said, I really think that the Jade pick and the way that Waz played it was a good counter choice to Cassie. I don't know that I think anybody really beats Cassie, to be honest, but Jade did a good job right there. So the switch comes, and it's to Raiden. Will it be Thunder? Yeah, I think so. Okay. This is a character a lot of people slept on. And then at Combo Breaker, I think we saw Combat do good work. I don't think he won with the character, but he kind of made people look at it again. Now, there were definitely some people who thought he was good all along.
Yeah. We're getting the beautiful CEO stage.
Oh, yeah, we're here. It's so yellow.
see, Zitzella's Raiden is blending in the background. It's difficult to see.
Oh no, punish. Yes, you just neutral duck on the last hit there, and then you can get whatever you want. But I got where he's gone with this character. Of course, the mobility is huge. Yep, you can see like that. So Jade's normal kind of zoning game plan is not going to work, but you have to hit confirm. Yeah. You cannot just bring out Storm Cell. It's too punishable.
Gets the crushing blow. Waz does have a life lead right now, but Raiden does have a fatal blow available. Punishment right, lightning one right through.
Yeah, she's got glow on. You can't do it.
Can't believe he just went for it.
Match point Waz. I understand the character pick here. It just hasn't quite worked out. No, the big bet again. I do personally feel that it's possible to hit confirm that consistently, but not easy, of course. Not easy. Wiggle it. Give me those corner comms. No.
Jade, such good spacing. Able to do all this damage. How far? Oh my goodness! 250 damage in the corner. They grab switching sides, getting him out of there.
Yeah, I think that he just feels confident either way right now. Waz doesn't seem like he's too concerned. He's waiting for the teleport, nothing's come. Or maybe he's just waiting to block the knee, because that has been a thorn in Nitzetta's side. Oh! Gorgeous anti-air. Waz takes it very, very convincingly.
And he goes to the fatality. See, Waz's Jade Very scary.
It is. It
Very
really
scary.
is. I really like what he did against Cassie. I really like what he did against Raiden. The matchup in characters wasn't the big deal versus Raiden. It was understanding, okay, Nitseta isn't hit confirming on knee, on forward 2. He's just bringing out Storm Cell. And if that's the case, then you just let Raiden hang himself, right? You don't even play the rest of the game that you normally would. You walk up and you block and you wait for him to bring out Storm Cell and you get the punish. And that is unfortunately how it went.
Yeah, I mean, nothing was more evident of hanging yourself than when he threw the projectile as they had glow on. And then Waz just ran in and punished it.
Right.
So we got a replay coming up. And we see right now, like, Waz playing Jade in a very different way that we've seen other Jade players, right? Like we're seeing the trick shot as you connect there and it pretty much get some damage off on the fatal blow.
It's true, he did.
See
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
what you're talking about. That was awesome.
Oh, especially so up close too.
You see him just waiting it out. Yeah, that was the range right there. Beautiful reaction on the anti-air. And Waz moves on, and very convincingly so. Not a surprise. I'm looking for that kid to go far. Not just this weekend, but like I said, I think he's got a huge upside.
Yeah.
Huge upside. Still a young player.
He's one of those players, right? That every time you see him, he always has a possibility to make all the upsets because he's just that good. Right now we have Alkatraz versus Matrix coming up next. And this one, you know, like, kind of speaking on Waz, right? What makes him so good and what makes these NRS games like so helpful to these players is online is godly, right? And you know, Australia has a super strong scene, but Waz able to practice with all other players because of the online in Mortal Kombat is it helps him a lot, right? Because, you know, you don't getting to travel and like we saw at Summit, he was playing everybody as much as he can. If he wasn't on stream, he was practicing, and trying so many different characters. It seems like Jade fits him so well.
I think so. I think so too. Yeah, she really does well for him. So this is going to be, as you said, Alcatraz versus Matrix. Matrix is a strong player as well. We talked about Alcatraz before, but Matrix got top 8 at Earthrealm Dojo not too long ago. That was one of the first majors for the tournament, for the game, I should say, after it came out. And he played Noob Saibot as well, if I recall correctly, there, and he looked pretty confident doing it.
So this one's going to be interesting.
Been playing since MK11, if I recall correctly. I remember the name for quite a while now.
Looks like a button check here. Now, what do you think about this matchup, David? I mean, because, you know, Noob has ways to kind of deal with Sonya, but still very tough.
Yeah, I think it probably is tough. He is this kind of mid-range character where one of his best tools is unsafe. It's like -17, where if he throws at a clone and he gets hit, the clone goes away. He's got a nice ball, but it's not as strong as Sonya's ring is or as her drop is. I feel like it probably is tough. We'll see, though.
Can't meet her in the ghost ball, which is very unfortunate. See, both players are going into the matchup after button check. This one promises to be good. Let's see if Matrix is going to able to deal with Sonya's shenanigans.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see this being played quite a bit away for Alcatraz. I mean, once you're in as Sonya, like, you're in. There's no sense giving that up. That's where you're awesome there. But I think he could have success here. Let's see if he does it. Oh, tried to get on reaction. It's like a 30-frame teleport, but he was actually very close.
That was super sick. He just missed that. Gonna use the breakaway here in the corner. Oh, cancels. The meter burn gets the grab.
Escape failed, but that was into the corner.
Went for it again.
Dang, Alcatraz's pressure is so good right now. Matrix still no defensive bar. Finally the throw escape, but not alive for long.
That was a good jump from Alcatraz here to punish, but he is in the corner now. Fights his way out immediately.
Switch it.
Applying that pressure. Matrix trying to find an opening, but Alcatraz not giving it to him.
Almost there on the dash cancel. Okay, again, the grab.
Cancel twice.
Yes. That was a lot of bar, but I mean, you can see the damage dealt. He is chasing here. Matrix is in big trouble.
Ooh, okay.
There you go.
Grab. Get a lot of damage, but it's going to do the breakaway.
Yes.
You have to. Anytime that connects with move, you have to break away.
Can he get more in the corner here? Yes, he was there. Close enough.
He's going to meter burn to keep it going.
Man, yeah, for sure. There's a lot of damage to restand here. Not a ton of frame advantage. Oh, he took a big swing. And that's going to do it.
As Alkatraz takes game 1 over Matrix. Now Matrix kind of, it's tough when new. Fighting up close, you know. He has a lot of normals that aren't as fast as like his lows. But to me, knowing that, Sonya will able to counter. Ooh, gonna punish. Good stuff from Matrix. Alkatraz keeps that distance. Now here comes the zoning game.
Yeah, and you can see like how I imagine it might be a little tough for Noob to play that game here. That's too bad because that's a big part of what he wants to do. So now that Sonya's made it through that stage of the game, trying to press a little bit here. Oh, lovely! And lands his punish with full back 1. Here we go.
So you gotta get the right spacing to be able to punish Sonya.
Oh, I wonder if she cannot punish maybe at that range. That might be so.
The ghost ball so good there.
Yeah, no meter for Alcatraz right now.
Oh, you actually went for the.
Sorry, no defense bars. Oh, the big bet! And then too far, unfortunately, for Matrix.
Oh, just jumps to the other side, goes for the grab. Matrix had good defense there. Both have fatal blow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Alkatraz just came back. This is anyone's game at this point.
And neither one wants to take a big bet on it. You can see it. Neither one's trying to get the easy fatal from the other.
Oh, no! Committed.
He did, but nothing there. Dash, and then this time, instead of the grab, which is what it's been every other time, it was the stand 1 and into the end of the round and into match point.
Yes, but I mean, a very good, the good and the bad, right? He may have lost round 1, but Alkatraz did use his meter, which is good for Matrix because he still has his fatal blow. Gets the jump in.
There you go. Here we go, Matrix. Will there be a break? I'm surprised there's not, especially in the corner. 400.
Just gonna eat all that damage. Also, the wake up attack gets the sweep.
Tried to press the button there, looking for a dash. Nothing came. Here we go. A lot more. Can he get the rest? No, that could have actually been close to the round. It would have been a breakaway for sure, but after that, there would have been.
Matrix looking very strong, but Alcatraz able to come back just because Sonya's just that good. Okay, didn't fully commit. Good.
I love this right now. I feel like we haven't seen this quite as much where Matrix is really harassing with the down 4, which is strong. Down 3 sometimes. Forward 2 a lot.
You kind of have to, right? It's very tough. Matrix does have fatal blow.
No. Oh! And then not the rest. That really, really could and should have been it for Alcatraz.
Didn't believe. Oh!
Yo, yeah, no, they're playing with fire right now. No anti-air!
Oh, he went on the down 2!
And then no breakaway! You had the bar, my man! No breakaway came out of Matrix, and he does not seem happy.
No.
I wonder, and this happens to me sometimes, I wonder if he was trying to break away and didn't find the right frame to do so. There are frames where you cannot do breakaway. If you're being launched up in the juggle, you cannot. It has to be when you're at the apex, or I should say the opposite. And for me, sometimes as I'm mashing down plus block, sometimes I just happen to hit the wrong spot on it, right? Like where I can't actually break away. I wonder if that's what it was, because when he got up, he seemed really upset, like something had gone wrong. And you got to think that maybe he was trying to escape and didn't get it.
Yeah, it's kind of like that meme. It's like, I could have swore I teched it. I could have swore I broke away. It's kind of like that.
I hear you. I've been there for sure. We're going to take a look back at the match now.
You saw a lot of pressure from Alcatraz. You know, we didn't see a lot of the zoning that we saw last time, but all this pressure here. And, you know, at the beginning, Matrix was definitely like going all in. He bet the house. And I think that's kind of what cost him, right? Because he was trained not to. And at the end of the match, there were so many times where he could have just finished the combo and won at least a round. And Alcatraz was able to punish him. It's just that training that happened throughout the whole game. See Sonya push the
this was it right there. That was the absolute key moment. That was the live or die moment. And unfortunately for Matrix, it was the die. So he is sent to loser's side. And now we're moving on. We have pool B number 2, in which Beyond Toxin and Jamal Jackson are playing here. Both of these guys, yeah, he's been around for a long time, helping out in a whole bunch of ways in the community. And Beyond Toxin here, his home state.
He looks already stressed. His hair is coming down already. The little parts that don't make it up to the bun. You know, that's how stressed he is already. But no, we're gonna see more Noob play. You know, Toxin, one of the first people to pick up Noob and kind of still sticking with him, still sticking with his boy. Didn't move out when people started to realize Noob just, you know, but But it's still a high damage. This one promises to be good as well.
This is actually to get into winners finals of the pool.
New mirror?
Oh yeah?
Oh, okay.
We're gonna see a lot of wiggling. Back 1-1+3.
Gonna see a lot of heavy combos that are just gonna do so much. Oh no, goes to
okay, yeah.
Jax.
I was just about to do the math on whether he can punish his own back 1-1+3, but I don't know. We'll figure that out later. It's gonna be Jax.
It's like the screen will just explode when they both go for the grab. You know, Jax is one of those characters that's like super fun to watch, especially since, you know, when his arms heat up, that's when it really becomes a problem.
Oh yeah.
So now we're going into it. Button check.
Hunker down, Jax. You got the command grab variation of Jax here.
Just super dangerous.
Super fun character, and this is a character that I think has had the opposite trajectory of what you were saying about Noob, where when he dropped, a lot of us thought that he was very strong, and now while nobody thinks he sucks, he's gone down a little bit.
Yeah.
Whereas Jax, nobody thought he sucked, but he's kind of been on the opposite thing of actually maybe he's super good,
Yeah.
rather than just good. You know, look, the game is only a month or two old, a couple months old at this point, and there's a lot of evolution left to be done. That's how it goes. Game drops, and we think we know a bit, and we learn more and more as we progress.
Yeah, I mean, like, we've seen so many characters, like, fluctuate. Like, one of the biggest examples is Devora. See, oh, it's gonna, wow, just went for the whole combo. He was able to connect. Gonna keep that pressure going. Oh, so much damage here in the corner.
And there was no breakaway on this.
Yeah, Toxin still hasn't even gotten in yet.
And at this point, it's probably not worth the breakaway. So I get it, yeah.
Ah, he said, you are not getting a flawless victory on me. I don't care.
Oh, but I'm a little surprised to see him spend defensive and offensive bar after not bothering before. But that said, I mean, by the time the next round starts.
Yeah, all came back. Let's see how Jamal Jackson is going to be able to adjust here. Toxin's going to pick him back up into the
Surely
corner.
this time a breakaway. No.
You'd think so.
You would.
Ooh. Going to get him from far away.
Look at
Poking at him.
I mean, it's a good button.
Yeah.
It's definitely, please get away.
It's one of his best tools in the neutral. Toxin is going to close it out. Just go straight forward. Just laughing it up. That's just dirty. It's not nice. This is honestly like funny. He's like, man, why you gotta do me like that?
Yeah.
Just let me press a button.
He did it to himself. There was no breakaway. There could have been before. Wow.
It's like, man, this guy. Whose man's is this?
Give me a gif of this instantly. Can somebody clip it right now and send it over to @UltraDavid? I need that face.
That's the most memeable face so far. There see going into it. Will Jamal Jackson have a counter? Like, did he get a book? Did he read? Okay, keeping that distance. Doesn't want to let Toxin come in.
Yeah, Thumper is okay in terms of some full screen pressure. It's not what Jax wants to be doing, of course, but you know, he's got a tool out there. Can he make something happen? Is that a neutral duck out of Toxin? Okay.
Oh, that was so sick. That's the grab.
Yeah, Jax is definitely cool, man. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. He's so sick in this game.
See right now, like, just a couple hits that Jax was able to get and was able to kind of tie it up.
Yeah, he's not a big combo damage character, but he's just so good when it comes to pressuring once he's in. Tries for the meter burn version, which would have been a grab, but nope. Beyond Toxin was away, and he is running away with this. It's match point for him.
Trading projectiles here. Oh, good teleport from Toxin. Oh, get to the other. That was really weird.
I gotta see a replay of that one.
It's like Noob stepped in front of him while he was on the floor.
I think that's what it was. That's gonna do it right there. He does have breakaway, but why bother? Oh my god! It's a fatal blow. And this actually is doable. Jax has one of the best fatal blow into comebacks in the game. Now the hands are hot. Now he has the crushing blows lined up. He can set it up right now. He does, right? Yes? Can he make it happen after this? Oh, he gives up a little bit of heat. Here you go!
One of the last breaths is used already.
Oh, he can definitely make this happen!
Oh, if he would have went for the grab.
He didn't have the bar.
Yeah.
He didn't have the offensive bar. I wonder if that's what he was thinking.
Yeah. It was really close. That was super scary for Toxin towards the end, but
He
still.
really could have done it. Really could have done it.
He's like, man, nah. He's cheap.
That's Beyond Toxin moving on. Like I said, that was to make it into Winners Finals. So
Yeah.
Beyond Toxin does make it into Winners Finals. Nice work out there.
I mean, of course, like you said, that new Cybot, just one of those characters that came out super strong, was slept on just a little bit, but he stuck by it, and he's like, I think you heard it. He's like, Noob has no neutral. I'm gonna show you.
I don't think Noob doesn't have no neutral.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, that is to say, maybe to speak in English better, he has neutral.
Yeah.
It's just not the best zoning in the game, but he has it.
Oh God, that swirly slam is so dope. See Toxin kind of closing it out almost here. So much damage, forcing Jamal in a moment to kind of use that fatal blow last second to get out of it.
Yeah.
One of the dopest ones, just so disrespectful.
And then you see right here.
Yeah, he didn't have any meter.
Didn't have the bar. Just didn't have the bar. If he did, Toxin stood up, but maybe Toxin was looking at whether he had bar or not as well, and was just looking to block it out because he knew that there wasn't a grab coming. Couldn't have been a grab coming.
Yeah. No,
I don't know. Nice job by Toxin.
Yes, of course. And also want to quickly give shout out to one of our sponsors, Roadrunner Records. They've done a lot of great stuff. We saw, Aquaman here wearing the Coed and Cambria shirt, like those dope shirts. I've backed up a lot of bands, and one of the strongest sponsors here at CEO 2019 for the combat competition.
This is pool B1. Let me see if it's been updated at all. So we got, this is gonna be should be Winners Finals of the pool here between Saltface and Deoxys.
Yes.
So Deoxys started on the top side of the bracket. Saltface started on the other side of the bracket. They have made it through into Winners Finals of pool B1. This is cool. Deoxys, for my money, is the fastest rising player in the scene. He is so good. At the end of Injustice 2, he was there. I mean, he won Texas Showdown in 2018, for example, so it's not brand new to him. But this is a guy who, as good as he was by the end of Injustice 2, has only gotten stronger. So strong. And on Saltface's side, this is a guy who's been playing for a long time. He tends to pick funky character choices. When I've seen him play in this game, it's with I think a Highborn Katana I've seen from him. Was it Highborn? We'll see what happens here. But yeah, Deoxys is still playing with Garrus. It's a character he's been playing the most of. I know he's using basically everybody in the game.
Yeah. I mean, Deoxys is just, like you mentioned, just one of those, newly sponsored.
That's right. Yeah, picked up by UIU.
After winning the Texas tournament, able to come here, now sponsored. First time showing, doing pretty well so far. So you get a button check here.
Yeah, it is Highborn Katana. Cool. It's a character you don't see quite as often. You don't see a ton of Katana in general, but you tend to see fanfare, I think, when you do see Katana. So she has those Melina size. Oh, maybe he's going to switch. Let's see before I talk it up. But like I said, that's what I've seen him play in the past.
Deoxys already got the handshake mix-up. He went for the handshake, and he's like, no, fist bump. Already got mixed up. We're going to the gameplay.
So she's got Melina teleport drop, and she's got the size to kind of like go up into the sky and come back down. So it's a little different of a focus than regular Katana. I don't think she has fan lift. I think that might be the problem here. I think there's less damage available to her, but her mobility is a little stronger, and her zoning is a little stronger. We'll see what he does.
Let's see if he's able to keep Garrus at bay. Of course, infinite warded. Gonna get another grab.
That's Garrus. Everything Garrus does leaves you in obvious, easy grab range. Who needs a command grab, right?
And the worst part is it's all so long.
They're cool though, man. I like them. Oh, he went with the low 1-1 in the low.
Chop! Ah, such a good chop.
Yo,
another
punish! One. Give it!
Ugh. I feel like Deoxys so far has done the same thing twice. Remember the grab twice, remember the chop twice. Ooh, snare chop
and it's
just
worked, huh? Yeah, there's the sizes I was talking about.
Ooh, not fully punished, but still gonna get a combo off in the backbreaker. Deoxys takes round 1, game 1.
He looked really good doing it. Great pressure. His movement's always really impressive too. Some other Garruses, when you see them play, they feel stiff, but I feel like Deoxys is just scooting around the stage constantly. His block dashing is awesome.
Gets to the spikes, gets in the corner, just bully. Wow, was able to jump over the roll and still hit it.
Time judge. And now Now Deoxys trying to make it happen. Oh, just went with the regular old low overhead, no mix-up in that. Saltface ready to block, but Saltface is in big trouble. Punish! Actually, I'm not sure if she can at that range. Not super fast in terms of her options there. Try to get a punish, and again, speaking of not super fast, that down two was not there in time.
Immediately going back to fighter select screen. Wonder if he's going to switch it up, or just kind of wants a second to think it over. I mean, Deoxys is pretty strong showing.
Oh yeah, he's obligated to stick with the same character, of course. But you can see Saltface deep in thought.
Just think, I mean,
we didn't see Highborn for Highborn. We saw strings that could have been more useful to go into fan lift, for example, for more damage, but we didn't see that much of the Psy zoning. We didn't see, I don't think, any teleports from her. That's hard to do against Kira, so I didn't see which variation you selected here. Let's see if you switched. He usually goes with the whatever is not the popular stuff. Yeah, it's Highborn stuff.
Oh, starts it off with a chop.
That feels so bad to hit by.
It is, because Gears, all these grabs take so long. That's the worst part about it. You have to sit there and wait for the animation to finish.
Still blocking high, of course. That's what you should default to, because it's the safer option for Gears and it's the more damaging option for him. But that's why the lows have worked as Deoxys.
Fatal block, moves forward, gets the grab.
Yeah, I guess maybe she can't at that range. That's a bummer.
Another grab. Trying to wake up counters from Deoxys. Good jump. Saltface does have fatal blow.
Didn't believe in the string. Yep, defaulting to high block still. Saltface not trying to press. Oh no, this is gonna be it.
Yeah.
And that is match point. This has just been a steamrolling for Deoxys.
Yeah, very hard right now for Saltface to find any like true opening on Deoxys. I mean, he kept it close in that round, but Deoxys able to close it, of course, keeping him in the corner. So much damage here.
She's in big trouble here. Deoxys pressuring still. Wow, even the NJP. I mean the NJ, I should say. Didn't actually do the punch out of it.
Okay, getting some damage here on Deoxys, trying to stay alive. Just goes for the grab. That's what you got to do, you know?
Oh, that is painful to see that Saltface feels his best option there after blocking the sand trap is just a fan. That is not nice to see on his behalf. That's gonna do it. Time judge seals it, and there you go. Deoxys, like I said, is just one of the biggest threats in the scene. He's so talented, he's young, he's getting better all the time. And you can see why a lot of people are talking him up.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this kid right here, because he is. I mean, just like, I think he's still 18.
He graduated high school last year.
Yeah. So I mean, he's so strong in this game. I mean, we saw last game. Injustice 2, right? His Blue Beetle, disgusting.
Oh yeah.
Right? And it's honestly interesting to see him go for like a heavier character, because Blue Beetle had so much mobility. And to me, that's what's most interesting about Deoxys, is that you have Blue Beetle has so much mobility, so many options, to Garrus, who's just this powerhouse that just deals so much damage and just gets up close. I mean, like you said, he's just one of those players that just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah.
That's the scary thing. He can play multiple styles.
He definitely can, and I know, like you said, he's playing a lot of different characters as well. It's not just Garrus in casual play, but in tournament play, I think it has been only Garrus since the start of this. I don't know that I've seen him play anybody else in tournament. Here you go, take a look back at this, and as we were saying, it was very, very strongly in Deoxys' favor. You talked about his movement with Blue Beetle, and while many other people play Garrus in kind of this slow fashion, I feel that he's just fast. He's always moving. He's always in your face. Somehow he always gets in. When he's not in, he's always a threat, and you know it, and that allows him to move forward. I'm super impressed by the way that he plays. So anyway, we're moving on now.
Yeah. Waz coming back up with that G that is so fantastic. Make sure to follow the action live at NRS Esports on Twitter, as they're gonna get consistent updates throughout the weekend. We got a lot of action here. Like you said, so many players. They've already had some upsets. We've seen so many different styles already. Like, you know, that's one of the cool things about Mortal Kombat. Not everybody plays the character the same. Like you literally just mentioned with Deoxys, they usually play like that heavy style, that brute style, like kind of like wait and just punish you heavy. He's like, I'm gonna keep jumping at you. The crossbody is pretty sick for Garrison. But in general, like just play it just a little bit different because you guys Waz versus Blackmore.
Now this is winners finals of the pool. I thought a couple other people would be making it out of that other half of the pool, but nope, it's Blackmore, and that's cool. Ooh, we got Liu Kang, it sounds like.
Liu Kang, man.
Will it be Liu versus Jade?
Liu Kang is like, he's like one of the funnest characters to watch, right? Because Mortal Kombat has, like, besides the visuals, like the sounds, and like just Liu Kang like always bouncing. Every time he hits, and he goes, oh! It's like, you just wanna do it too, like, it's just so fun. Of course, it's obviously to be really good because Liu Kang is just explosive, and Waz Jade is so methodical. Like he waits and bides his time.
Let's see, maybe we jump the gun. Will it be a Jade mirror?
Make them out.
All right. Okay. I'm always a little players when they're going to be playing against a female character. Her hitbox is going to duck under some things like 4-4-3 in at least some situations. You can play around that, but that is a big part of this game.
But I mean, look, both players made it this far for a reason.
Of course.
He knows not to overcommit to it. But ooh, okay. You know, what's in another room? I'm sure. You see, Waz keeping that distance.
That's the name of the game. That's not just his character style, it's Waz's play style. Dang, he walked forward first. What an expert punish.
He's able to get that damage. Now applying that pressure up close. Backs up a little bit. Waz keeping that distance. Make sure Blackmore can't use projectiles.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a single projectile out of Liu. He hasn't even brought it out, yeah. And that's okay.
Ooh!
Wow, he literally was waiting for that moment right there. Beautiful.
Pretty much evens it up here. Gets stuck. Went for the kick again.
It's a very interesting style right now. So patient is Blackmore. I'm really impressed.
I mean, you have to be, especially with a player like Waz.
Punish, he was almost there.
He gets create some distance, switching sides. Ooh. Oh no, didn't believe! It's very even right now, but Blackmore does have fatal blow. A touch of the fatal blow is going to be enough.
Okay, he's definitely right. And he knows it, and it's the same style that we were talking about of him playing patiently, closing on again. And now Waz is not going to recklessly start up low, I can tell you that. I can assure you that. Because you see back forward is the input, as you see Blackmore dancing back and forth, he's waiting to react. He didn't this time with Dragon Kick.
It's very close right now. Waz in the corner as Blackmore is able to come out. Oh, but the time! We wouldn't have paid attention to the time!
There was a match that Waz played at Combo Breaker where every single round went to timeout. This is a guy who's willing to play that style. In fact, not just willing, that's his wheelhouse. He's down to play like that. He will take all the time in the world. Look at the wiggle right there. This is just such expert control of space, of pace, of time.
Keeping that distance again. I mean, Waz just came in, did a lot of damage, and then immediately backed up. I mean, you got to think, is Blackmore going to play a little bit more aggressive knowing time? I mean, because that's one of the most frustrating ways to lose, right? Is just have a little bit of a health advantage and then just time it out.
That's what Waz wants. Waz wants for his opponent to start feeling bad about it. You know, I mean, that's what he wants. The desire of a zoner is to frustrate the opponent. Because once you're frustrated, you're not making as good decisions.
So now Blackmore trying to come in closer. Waz just not having it. Spacing. Blackmore just trying to get any kind of opening. Oh, gets the kick. Gonna put Waz in the corner. That's good. That's what makes Waz so dangerous. He's able to switch it up. Like, great. You want to come in? I'm gonna punish you for it. As you see,
Yeah, down four.
Oh,
just with a big bet. Just freezes time as well. 15 seconds. He's gonna be still there on the clock, and he's got a big chance. I don't think there's any offensive bar even still for the boss. Can he get it? There is 1 bar of offense. 14, 13, it's running out now. No more.
Ah. Yeah,
Did he try to flawless block and he missed it? I don't know. He didn't need to die on that.
Waz takes game 1. Blackmore's still looking pretty calm. He looks pretty unaffected. I mean, which is important, you know? Like,
yes.
You don't want to show your opponent that you're flustered because then they're going to take even more advantage, especially someone like Waz.
Like I said, when you're playing against somebody who'd like to zone and play slowly, they'll recognize frustration. Yeah, they'll definitely recognize frustration. And once you have the opponent frustrated, they make worse decisions. That's what you want as the zoner. But look, I mean, as you said, Blackmore didn't give in to that. I think he's playing it well. It would be great for him if he got more pressure, but I like that he's not approaching recklessly. That's important. Oh, maybe he did.
Yeah, I thought he was able to react to it again, but fortunately too far as Waz was able to recover. Blackmore just, it's so difficult, especially Waz's zoning game is so good. Tries to go in.
Waz really controlling things still. No glow, probably going to try to put it on here. He wants to do it without getting dragon kicked, so he's not going to recklessly bring it out.
The second Blackmore gets any closer, he goes for the air projectiles. Oh!
Got it! Yes!
All right, get up close is what he needed.
Yeah, he needs to follow it up is the thing. He can't just rely on that one hit. He tried to get it again. He's trying to whip punish things. There's a punish. Will there be a break? Of course.
The Waz knowing that, goes for the wiggle. Switching sides here.
And it's back to totally controlled by Waz right here. He's waiting until his offensive bar comes back. There it is. And this is textbook stuff. No. Nope. Cannot do the fireball at that moment. It's match point for Waz.
Let's see if Blackmore can find a way to get in and get in safely. I mean, it's really tough right now.
Try to get dragon kick, not in time.
As Waz activates glow. Flawless blocked it.
That was the chance. That was for sure the chance right there.
I mean, that was a pretty sick mix-up for Waz. Expecting Blackmore to jump.
Punish.
There it goes. The breakaway right away. There it goes. Oh, no.
Didn't confirm it.
He's not believing.
Here he goes. It's his first real pressure opportunity with no defensive bar on the other side. He even backs off here. No. Waz again just plays patiently.
Waz has to play super defensively here. He's waiting for his meter to come back, but no, able to get the distance.
Into the low. I don't know what he was looking for there. Instead, now it's going to be Waz back to this control. So Blackmore did have that pressure, which was good, and he got some damage out of it, but not nearly enough that he needed in order to compete. If this is the style that's going to happen. If there's going to be a long time of you getting kept out, okay.
Able to close the distance. Blackmore has the life lead.
He does. He knows it. He's backing off here. 24.
He's like, hey, I can do that too, dog.
Oh, you have to jump over or flawless block those. At this stage of the game, you need to keep that life, and chip damage is relevant at this stage. It's relevant, buddy! Oh, no. 11 now.
Oh, no! Waz has the life lead.
It's the life lead. It's the life. Oh, no! Oh. Who's got it? Who's got it?
Waz. Oh, no! He activated
Punish! Oh, no! Oh, no. Blackmore had the life lead and overextended. Waz ends up getting it. Man, it is so appropriate that Justin Wong, of all slow players, is the one who sponsors this guy to get out here from Australia. Can you imagine a better pairing of players?
I cannot. I didn't even think about that.
Right? Yeah. Talk about the legacy of winning by timeouts, right? You got Waz and you have his sponsor Justin Wong, who's been doing exactly that for the last 20 years.
Yeah, he was like, he hit up Justin and was like, hey man, you got any advice? You know, it's a big tournament. He's like, yeah, just play it all time. You'll be fine. Just zone out.
Yeah.
He's like, say less.
There you go. There you go.
But no, that was, I mean, Blackmore, that last round was playing so well because he was able to come in. You know, he made the right reads. He bet at the right time. And unfortunately, Waz was able to keep that distance. We got a replay here.
Yeah, there was a lot of control out of Waz, but as you mentioned, the important round was the last one where Blackmore did have chance for pressure, and he got something out of it, but not nearly as much as he needed.
Yeah, it was so close. I think.
Yeah, this is the clutch moment right here. Look at the time, 4 seconds. Who says the projectiles aren't hype? Are you serious right there? That was sick at the end. That was sick.
Activated glow, literally right before he threw all three. I mean, Blackmore had it. If he didn't overcommit, he probably would have won that through time.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, it was very close. He's very close.
Yeah.
You see everyone here at CEO
Yeah.
watching intensely as we have.
Ooh.
Okay.
Now this is pool. Let me see. This is pool P2, and it's the two players that I thought to identify the most here: Beyond Toxin and Nikki. This is going to be winners finals of the pool. They started out on opposite sides of the bracket. And Nicky's really been trying his hand at NRS games over the past two, Injustice and then MK. He played MKX to be fair, but this one he's really all in on. Of course, this is a former, maybe I shouldn't say that. This is one of the best Killer Instinct players in the world and has been for a very long time. So he's got the skill, he's got the talent, and he's really trying to apply it here in MK11.
And we get the noob Sidebot mirror. Both are like some of the sickest entrances. Oh, he doesn't need a farm. All right, Bihan, tell him how it's about. All right, going right into it. Seems like no button check here. Okay, Nikki wins the air-to-air. So Toxin fighting his way back. He has to do the breakaway. Yep.
Yeah. And then the long delay. And what a confirm! This is bigger damage now. Of course, doesn't have more meter.
See, that's the dangerous part, right, about Noob Sidebot is if he forces you to do the breakaway.
What? Did you see the counter poke? Are you serious?
Oh no, not looking good for Nikki being in the corner. But he's one of those characters that if he forces the breakaway, if he opens you up again, then you're eating everything. You just have to play perfect defense if you're gonna get caught up, especially against someone that's aggressive as Toxin as he takes round one in game one. Treating projectiles here, trying to push him towards the corner. Oh, jumps in. Is he gonna open him up?
Will there be a break? Yes.
Yeah, has to be. If he gets opened up again, gets the sweep.
It's his turn to pressure here.
See, I don't even know which Noob Sidebot's like making all the noise.
The one with the armor is Nikki.
He gets the grab.
Oh, his wake up teleport didn't work, but that's probably for the best.
Did not punish the whiff grab.
Oh, punish! That really could have been bigger for Nikki, but it's almost around here. Not quite. Oh, that is! Dang, that was like the max.
Noob's grab beam is really nasty.
14% like usual. I just thought that wasn't going to be 14%. It's my error.
Toxin starts off with a grab. Both have full meter. It's another one. They're switching sides though. Oh, it gets the crushing blow. Trying to keep that distance. Doesn't want to get caught. But in the corner, does Toxin rolls out the way.
Oh, all right.
It's interactable.
Yeah. Oh, there's a punish. And not into big damage.
It's that combo has such a specific hitbox.
Nikki cannot get Chris here with his life.
Both Sidebots are pretty even as Toxin gets the grab, putting Nikki in the corner. Gets another one, and that's going to be game one Toxin.
It's just a lot of strong stuff by Toxin, but as you said, it actually was pretty close towards the end right there.
Yeah, both players
Nikki with a good showing. Nikki's got a lot of talent.
Ooh. Catches him on jump!
I mean, come on.
Force the breakaway. Oh, gets caught again, though. You're going to eat all of this. Keeps him in the corner. Punishes him, trying to press a button. Oh, so disgusting. Gets the restand. Cannot get a full combo because no more meter.
There it is. Oh, that was going to kill. It's not quite enough. Nikki in big trouble, and that is it. Match point, Toxin.
Toxin did that super quick. Doesn't want to give Nikki any room to get any offense. Gonna teleport to get out the corner, but Toxin switching sides again. Gonna open him up. He does not have enough meter for the breakaway.
Restand. Nikki in trouble even still. Is there a whip punish here? Not quite.
Good tech on the throw. Ooh, tried to punish, but the spirit ball just hitting him right there.
He really wanted to get something there. He was from nothing and just like in trouble again. Toxin.
Yeah, Nikki has no defensive meter, so anytime he gets caught at all, it's game over.
It's definitely over. Nikki can't get touched. He knows it.
Ooh, good duck. Gets the grab, he countered.
Nikki make this happen here. No anti-air.
Ooh, try to punish.
That really could have been huge. That whiff punish, he tried to get a fatal, but nope, and that does it beyond Toxin.
Toxin moving out of pools. He's gonna go, of course, for the fatality. This one's so sick.
Of course, it is 3 people who make it out of each pool. So the person who wins winners finals, Toxin. Person who loses winners finals, which is Nikki. And then 1 person makes it out from loser's side as well. This is to avoid double jeopardy and the jeopardy combis and tournament brackets. So I really like that that has become more and more common here at Yoda.
Definitely. Smooth. Fantastic. But that was a pretty exciting match, you know. It was kind of just a mind game of who's gonna get the combo out first and who's gonna force the breakaway, right? And that's what we saw a lot. Jan Toxin forced the breakaway, got as many openings as he could, and every time he just punished so heavy. I mean, game 1, round 2, they were swinging at each other so hard, and it could have been anyone's game. But then Toxin took the momentum and just rolled through game 2. It was pretty good. I mean, you know, Noob Saibot, just one of those characters that deals so much damage as we go into our next matchup. Alkatraz.
Get wrecked. That's cool.
Yeah.
So this is
Another one. 2 moves.
Whoa. Put a thing into my ear all of a sudden.
Oh, who was that?
That was the end of the
fatal
or the fatality. Ugh.
God, that's what I'm saying. The sounds in Mortal Kombat are just so awesome.
Yeah.
The sounds, everything. And it's like one of the games that's just like so beautifully disgusting. Like, you see everything and it's beautiful, but it's also like gross. It's great. That's what we love about Mortal Kombat. See Alkatraz playing a very dominant Sonya all tournament so far.
Yeah.
Is he picking? So, on?
We'll see. Rasan, yeah.
No.
Oh. Wow. We'll see if he sticks it with
Kung Lao is another one of those characters that's just so fun to watch. Him and Liu Kang are like my favorite characters to watch because, like, you know, like, I don't know, I just like characters that make like those, like, he does that too, and he's just like, of course, you know, the Z hat is like one of the sickest moves. I was talking about it earlier with Chef and Aquaman. It's one of those moves that, like, you look at and you're like, wow, I should really punish that. But you move any step, like, you are the one that's getting punished for thinking you can.
Yeah, you gotta do it fast. Did he go with that variation though? No, he almost Lotus Fist. This is the one that has the orbital hat. So he didn't actually bring out Z-Hat. You tend to see Z-Hat, like you were saying.
Yeah.
But no, he's got orbital hat instead, which is a good move. It's just really expensive. It costs a bar, both offensive and defensive meter.
And of course, we've seen it. Alcatraz canceling out the meter burn fireball. It sends out the drone again.
Oh, super ready.
Wow. What a read in the teleport. Granted, it was from downtown, but
just reaction on the teleport. You know, this is beautiful play by Alcatraz right now. Tried for down 2. Unfortunately, it didn't get the autocorrect on the side. What a strong opening by Alcatraz. Everything was there.
This dude has been having momentum all
Woo!
Wow!
Double down 1? I mean, come on.
That was dirty.
The movement in that combo.
Alcatraz applying that pressure in the corner. Rasan has to find a way out. Oh, gets the grab. Oh, okay. Oh, nice second to throw.
All right. Here we go. Escape failed. That's a problem against Kung Lao.
Putting Alcatraz in the corner.
Here's Alcatraz, though. No defensive bar for his opponent. He can really run wild. Oh, wake up stand switch. Means he wanted wake up roll. And Alcatraz back. Oh, slightly. Or not. Or not.
The meter burn able to connect on the roll. Going straight back to fighter select. Wonder if he's going to switch it up. The Alcatraz is looking so strong.
He's killing it out there today.
Yeah. His Sonya's been super scary.
Yes. Will there be a switch after all? He's thinking about it. You can see, would he go collector?
Collector?
Oh, okay, wow.
All right. I've never seen anyone be like, you know what, man? This match was tough. Let me go to collector.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I need to counter pick.
don't think this one's gonna be interesting. Maybe it's just a fake out.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what he logs in with here. Whatever it is, it's gonna have to be something big in order to challenge.
No, he thought about it. He thought about it. A very interesting matchup too. I mean, Baraka, of course, one of those characters just high damage, but also depends on which variation he goes for, right?
Yeah, only in Marauder is he high damage, but in the other one he has great movement and control mix-ups as well. He has gone with Marauder though, and that's pretty standard. A lot of people will go with that character. Great harassment with Chop Chop, great damage when you find the opportunity. Great jump in with the jump down one claw you get in this variation. It's definitely a good character.
Yeah. So in round 1 of game 2. I like that. Keep that distance. The drone falls. Oh, fall is blocked it. Try to lay down the flag.
Yeah, well, what?
Wow.
I mean, back two in that situation is quite a gutsy move.
Just swings in the air, hoping to catch something.
Some damage.
Okay.
Here's the flag. Now this means he does more damage.
Spends all the meter on the projectiles. The flag has gone away. Oh, good check on the throw.
Here you go. Not too much in this variation though. Yeah, so he just puts on the flag. Unfortunately, not in a safe spot. Too close to the corner.
See Alkatraz backing up, trying to keep that distance, but no, jumps in then. As soon as I see that, he jumps in.
Yeah, he's done a lot. He's done zoning a lot, and then all of a sudden he's in your face.
Oh man, Alkatraz in the corner, very dangerous. But no, fights his way out. Takes round 1. Does Baraka have discipline?
Baraka has discipline, yeah. Can you get by in Tarkatan War Camp without discipline? I don't think so.
That's fair. I mean, you know, canonically, it's all about politics, you know what I mean?
That's true, yeah, he's a very political fella.
It's a grab, keeps him in the corner.
No, he took the bait on the jump. That's exactly what Alcatraz wanted to see. He just didn't capitalize as well as he could have. But right back into the mix. Alcatraz feels like he never gave anything up. There was no break attempt. It was just all Alcatraz.
He takes it to... Oh, wow. That was, I mean, Alcatraz looking so dangerous right now. He is in his zone. No pun intended.
No, he's playing it very, very well. So that means that he qualifies in winner's side out of the pool. It means that Rasan qualifies in loser's side out of the pool. Somebody else makes it through on the loser's side as well, through the loser's bracket, I should say.
Yeah.
And I don't know who that is yet because this is being updated live, but we'll find out after this pool is over and they end up updating things. Of course, everybody can check it out at home as well on smash.gg. Click on CEO, click on Mortal Kombat or whatever else you are interested in, and you can see what pools are, and then some of them are being updated.
Of course, we're seeing, like you've seen, a lot of great players, a lot of interesting picks, to say the least. I mean, it would honestly, it would have been sick to pick the collector just to see what he would do. But decided to go with Baraka. You know, it's a little, like you said, high damage, especially with Marauder. You know, it was a lot closer than it looked. You know, even though it was 2-0.
He got blitzed, but Baraka is definitely fine in that matchup. It's not a character problem right there. That was just Alcatraz playing extremely well.
Yeah, you know, able to switch up styles like just like that, like a light switch. Like just, yeah, I'm gonna zone you out, but then I'm gonna go right in your face, and then I'm gonna go back out, and then just the perfect timing. Like I said, Alcatraz is just right now playing on another level. Like his decision making is really good, and hopefully that translates to top 96.
Got to look at the crowd here. There's a whole bunch of seats, including some people I have met in my time. And this is the seating area that's in front of the main stages. Behind them, you can see that's where all the players are actually playing their matches, apart from what's on stream. So we're moving on now to the next one. We have Coach Steve. This is B3. Yeah, Coach has been playing really, really well versus Jur, of course. Jur, I appreciate that. You know, these are the two players I think I was looking at to make it out of the pool here, and of course by making it, I believe, to winners finals. Yeah, to winners finals here. They have both qualified. It just means to be seen who in winners and who in losers. Both long-time players.
Coach Steve has a lot of history in NRS games. He's one of those guys that plays so many games, right?
He plays everything.
Yeah, he plays everything, but NRS has like kind of been a home for Steve, and it's good to see him back in MK11. You know, took a little break in Injustice 2 towards the end.
Yes.
But MK11, he's been super dangerous. I mean, playing with some of the best players now, right? NOBC has been super strong lately, especially since Sonic Fox has moved to New York. It's just the scene has really grown there, and because of that, it's like he's getting that practice with some of the top players, and is able to, level up almost on a daily basis.
saw him at the E-League MK11 showdown this week and did really well. So yeah, he's good. He's playing Jackie, of course. Jur going with Cassie Cage. Also a longtime player. He's been around since the early days of the competitive NRS scene. And you know, he's often had good results. Cool hair.
It's I mean, this one's gonna be a good matchup, right? Because both are explosive characters. I mean, Jackie's tools are a little bit better than Cassie's, but both very explosive, high damage. You make a mistake, you are gonna eat.
I think a lot of people now think that these are 2 of the 3 best characters in the game. They're both super good. Some people think Cassie's #1 overall. I've heard people say the same about Jackie. Of course, we're all still figuring it out, and it's not so lopsided that it's obvious in any sense. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt, but they're certainly among the 2 best characters in the game, and they do it in different ways. Jackie, excellent movement, pressure, so good, giant damage. Cassie, great zoning, great mid-range control, safe ability to approach. Rarely gets a huge amount of damage, but and not the craziest mix-ups, but still great pressure in terms of whether she completes strings and the not. Ooh, ready on the tech. That's what I'm talking about.
Jackie trying to get in.
Oh, interesting. Yas Queen, Cassie Cage. I didn't even realize. I assumed it was Digital Soldier, but it's Yas Queen where that bubble's there. That means she can continue combos on meter burn, as you see.
Wow.
Into the restand if she wants. Nope, that's not what she wants. That was all the meter, by the way. I don't know if that was worth it.
Yeah, no meter at all. This is where Coach Steve can really punish hard, but no whip!
Sure, you can count on Jur to know all the things, that's for sure. It's been around for too long
Just
to
know
get
all
anything
the
easy
things.
on him. Yeah, I mean, that's him.
You see, good punish from Coach Steve. Gonna be able to kind of even it up a little bit here. He does have Fatal Blow. Just 1 conversion able to,
Ooh. Gets a load on the clinch crushing blow here. And ready with the grab. Man, her pressure's so good, and Coach Steve is one of the best at bringing it out. Step kick cancel, I really feel is one of the best tools in the whole game. It's super good.
Yeah, way to stay in it, because Jurger had such a huge life lead, and Coach Steve was able to fight back and take it.
Oh, no, confirm. I'm surprised right there. So I said that this was a zoning Cassie, and it's not. It's not quite as much. I mean, that's part of it, but it's not Digital Soldier, which is where you have the low shot, the kneecapping special move. Instead, you have the big bubble. But she still has great buttons, of course.
Well, swinging, just trying to catch each other right now, but Jurger's in the corner.
Quit it!
What a good push. Oh, both so good defensively right now. Oh, it finally gets opened up with the grab. Put in the corner. Oh, wall was blocked. Ooh,
no punish!
Ooh, throw escape.
Will there be anything here? No, he was maybe looking to tech the arm bar before the leg. Punish on this, of course.
Puts him in the corner, getting a lot of damage here.
Maintains corner control rather than loading the clinch. I like it.
See, Jurger does have Fatal Blow available to him. Ooh!
Hold on, Jur's still in this. Not anymore. What a beautiful delay by Coach Steve. One of my favorite things about defense in this game is that ability to slightly delay and really mess with your opponent's string timings. Beautiful by Coach Steve.
Yeah, that was the most solid neutral we've seen so far. I mean, both players were playing incredible defense and incredible offense at the same time. But finally, Coach Steve was able to open up and take game 1. He gets the grab, first hit drops. He'll fight so hard for it. Coach Steve able to open up Jur with the staggers, but Jur getting the grab, putting Steve closer to the corner. Steve trying to find his way out. Oh, this makes Cassie so good. She can close the distance so quickly.
Huh, into the bubble again, okay.
Closer to
Into what? Ah. But her own grab comes out. And now you got Jackie pressuring you in the corner. Nobody wants to be there.
Counter hit from Steve.
No, not into bubble.
So grab again, putting Steve back in the corner, who does have Fatal Blow now. Jumping the other side, switching sides here.
And
oh, good tech.
Beautiful.
It's like Jur knows this matchup so well.
Oh yeah, clearly.
Coach Steve, very little life left. Oh, good neutral jump from Jur to end round 1, game 2. Coach Steve does have his back to the wall. Cassie trying to close the distance. Steve trying to jump in. No, Cassie opens him up, put him close to the corner.
That's plus 10, I just checked. That's cool.
Oh, comes back out, this Coach Steve. Oh, whiffs, but no, not a full punish.
Oh, and then, well, there is one on Coach Steve's side. Into the corner. Lovely. Will there be a break? Yes.
After enough, Coach Steve gets another one. Oh,
Coach Steve! What a keep up by him.
Oh,
and he walks
punishes.
back to the perfect spot. As you just drifts down to the ground. And now it's match point. Coach Steve.
Fight.
Ooh, punishes. Not far enough for the crushing blow. Coach Steve is in the corner, fighting his way out. Good positioning for Jer. But Steve just swinging out. Gets the dash punch.
I think that was the first time he had done dash punch after the end of that string.
Yeah.
Stance switch, aka wake up roll screwed up.
Ooh, stuffs. Jackie trying to come in.
What did Jer do? What a throw escape. Will there be escape
again?
as well? Yes.
So good at attacking that. Both players just trying to find an opening. Ooh, good stuff from Jer. Both players don't want to make a mistake.
No, you can really see it in the way that they're
feeling.
playing here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, gets the punishes, Jer. Very even right now.
Steve hoping to wake up and press buttons right there. No.
Oh,
Uh-oh, Jer in trouble. Here's Coach Steve, gets the snowball, and then nothing. No, Lanzy's punish, and no punish there very much either, only down one.
Didn't believe because it's such good defense.
Whip punish, this is huge. This actually may be it.
Yes, goes to the fatal blow. Perfect setup.
Is it enough though? That was unbreakable, I want to point out, because there was no launch, but I don't know if it's enough.
Ooh.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Sure takes it
It is.
by the skin of his teeth. 1-1.
Sure in trouble. No, that was definitely a super good game right there. I mean, Jer able to close it out. I mean, and the crazy thing is it did so much damage, and you notice Steve actually was able to defend every single time in that little mini game during the fatal blow. But it was still enough as we're tied 1-1 going into game 3. As you mentioned, winner moves on to winner's side out of the pools.
Fight.
Here we go.
So this is gonna go.
This is a big one. Try to get a Lanzy's punish, but that jump two from Jackie's gigantic.
And did not believe again. Ooh, good wake up punish.
I think first wake up actually.
Ooh.
So we're mixing things up a little bit here. Jer more intense on the buttons, plus 10 as we said before. Okay.
Texting every time.
So what Jer's doing is keeping his combos fully unbreakable. He's always, I don't know that he's launched once. And that means that all the damage that he deals, although it's not an absolute ton, it's unbreakable damage, and that's rare in this game.
Good tech from Steve. Oh, neutral jump from Jer. Steve does have fatal blow available. Tech on the grab.
What's he got?
Ooh.
Armbar this time. Jer
it
was
twice
looking
in
for
a row.
leg.
He's gonna get another grab. Ah, so even right.
Oh, fail! And I think that, yeah.
Oh man, now Jer is match point. Oh, this one has been so intense. I mean, both players don't want to overcommit because they know they're going to get punished for any that he gets in the crushing blow.
It's not often you see max range after back 2-2. That's cool.
Goes to the neutral jump. Good defense from Jer so far. Took his turn, but no, Coach Steve going to be able to punish.
Yeah, it's Coach Steve's turn at that point, and I guess Jer tried to press the button, but it didn't work. Here's Coach Steve now, harassing. Almost there. Yes! No, hold on, I spoke too soon.
Such a commanding life lead. It was going to be very difficult for Jer to come back. But now we're going into round 3. And both players still have fatal blow available to them.
They do, and it's match point for both of them as well. Try to get the whip punish. No! Jer, unbreakable.
Ooh, just waited
That's
patiently.
it for the bar, though. And so Coach Steve turns it on. Surprised not to see
Yeah, no breakaways there.
break. I don't think he's used the back throw in the clench yet. Here comes Coach Steve now.
See Jer trying to fight his way out the corner.
Yep, that's one way to do it.
Both players once again. Oh, gets
Dude,
the
the
grab.
range on that was actually crazy.
That had to be like max range.
That was definitely max range.
Oh.
And the grab again. Oh, boys. Coach Steve is in trouble. You know that this character Jackie can make it happen instantly, but Will he get the chance here versus Sure?
Oh, and he has
Yo, that's a crushing blow.
That
Let's
was
go.
disgusting.
He's got to get out.
Oh, he went. No! He went for the fatal blow on the landing. That was so disgusting.
And that means Sure's defensive bar is all gone as well. So terrible situation for him right now. Not much life, no bar, big trouble.
Fatal blow available though. Oh, if he can confirm into it.
Oh, that may be it. That's it. Sure ends
my
up doing
goodness.
it. Sure ends up doing it.
Oh.
And he wants that handshake. He wants to get off of that stage.
Oh
Whoa.
my God.
Sure comes down from the north and does it here in Florida.
God. What a match.
What a match.
What
You
a
can even
match.
see at the end there how much life was left on his character.
Oh my God.
But a pixel was left.
That was so oh man. The fact that the breakaway got caught into Coach Steve's fatal blow, and it looked like it was going to be game. He just needed one hit to confirm, and he did it, and it was.
I'm surprised how hesitant Steve was in his pressure at the very end there. There was no defensive bar on Sure's side. He had used it, right? And fatal blow hit anyway. Of course, it breaks armor. And then I really felt that it was Steve's time to pressure.
Yeah.
And he didn't do it. And that it was, I mean, a little bit, but he was very scrambly, and I feel that Steve tends to win scramble situations. He's just very practiced in that, and not this time though. It was Jur finding the hit confirm exactly when he needed it.
Yeah, I think that was just the story of the match, right? We saw both players just playing neutral consistently. None of them ever, like, it was very rare that they hit confirmed and continued a combo because they were so scared that they whiffed. You know, it was like, we saw it so many times where they would just drop combos, go for little pokes, and wouldn't do anything. As you have a replay here.
This is the final round right here that we're already into.
Oh, man.
This was the big stuff,
hyped.
right? This was, we had Jur with a major life lead, and he had the spacing. Steve able to get back in. He capitalized well. He expected the breakaway, and so he brought the fatal, which beats it. And now it was Steve's turn.
Yeah, I think it was just a pixel. The very clutch part of that was that he was Cassie was able to defend the pop off. The crowd went crazy.
Oh, man.
But the fact that he was able to defend on the fatal blow, I think that's what really saved him there. That's why that minigame is so important, because he lived on a pixel. And I think it was because of that defense when Steve was able to win one of them, but then the shield came up, so he was able to defend one of the hits, and that saved them and gave him the opportunity to come back. I mean, you know, even before that round said they both have fatal blow. It's anyone's game at that point, and you know it got to be a heartbreaker. But Steve's still in it. He's gonna get out of pools on loser side, but still made it very far, you know, in winner side. And of course, you know, that match was just that's Mortal Kombat right there. Like, that was so good.
Yeah, you had great whiff punishing, great spacing, great understanding of the mix-ups and the timings. You had scramble situations. You really had all aspects of the game, and I like that we're seeing more in terms of variations as well. I expected it would be Digital Soldier Cassie, which has the low shot, not actually low hitting, but a lower shot, and that's a big, very commonly used variation for her. But as the game develops, we're seeing more people try the other variations out as well. And I really do like Yas Queen for her ability to keep combos unbreakable, for her ability to always get into pressure situations without having to worry about a wake-up attack, without having to worry about a wake-up roll. She just restands you. And that's really good. That's super strong. So although the mix-ups themselves aren't the craziest, damage is not the craziest, she is getting all of the damage every time. Doesn't have to worry about breakaway. She's getting the mix-ups each time, even though they're not the wildest. She doesn't have to worry about, are you going to do wake-up or whatnot. She's in there. Yeah.
I mean, very good decision-making, of course. Like I said, that match was just like, it was all mental. It was all between two players. It wasn't, I'm just going to open you up. It was like, they like I said, the story of the match, like, they trained each other to not trust their pokes. It's like they didn't want to overcommit because they knew they were going to get punished. And then we just see it there. It was like, it was just so perfect. It was a perfect ending to such an intense matchup.
So let's see if we know who got out of pools here. I believe Deoxys won pool B1. Sawface got second place in that, so they both qualify. In B2, it was Beyond Toxin winning it, Nikki second. Then we just saw Jur winning B3, Coach Steve second place in that. 3 people make it out of the pools, but we don't know what happened in the loser side quite yet. We saw Waz winning in pool B4. We saw Alkatraz winning in pool B5. So that's your pools B. Coming up next is going to be pools number C. Combat, Rewind. Chris G, Ninja Killer, you'll want to stick around for Scar in there, Dizzy's in there, Semiij. This is a killer set of pools.
Yes.
Do not go anywhere. You will definitely want to see what comes up next.
Playing their new single, You'll Never...
Here, and I'm finally joined by the one and only Darth Armor. You guys saw me earlier. This is our first time seeing you, Miguel. Welcome.
Thank you for the nice welcome. I'm really excited about all the competition that we have here in this C block pool, and you guys can follow along on smash.gg. There's going to be all the C block pools. It's going to be Combat, Rewind, Ninja Killer, Scar, and of course, so many more talented players coming from all across the world, all across different regions, here to compete to be the CEO 2019 champion, to get that prize and to get those points.
You're absolutely right. A lot of killers in this section. You know, we were looking at it this morning, man. Like, man, we got lucky with a couple of these ones. We get to witness the offline birth of Ninja Killer at a major event here at CEO.
Yes.
Super excited to see what he's got to bring to the table. We've got other top players, Evo champion Rewind, Scar coming off a combo breaker win. We're looking at absolute